Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena, aka the Lady Cat Eye, and I see the world through rose-colored cat eyes. I also, for the foreseeable future, perceive, intuit, and interpret the world through rose-colored hair. It's all fluffy. Anyway, I also drink tea out of a rose-colored cup. Anyways, so I wanted to let you guys know, I'm back from my 4-month hiatus of camera. Okay, so I'm back from my 4-month hiatus from not posting videos on YouTube. So I'm jumping back in there and wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of my of the topic I'm going to be doing today, which is on the topic of foundation. And but first, I wanted to talk to you guys about how I personally interpret dreams, or what my process is with interpreting dreams, like what the perspective I come at it with. So I come at it with a, like more of a, I would say more of a spiritual or intuitive perspective than, some of your dream websites, have out there, because theirs is more of, they go, for more of the symbolism, like this is what this means, this is what this means. And it's almost like they're saying, well, they're not saying this might mean this or this might mean this. Some of them say this might mean this might mean this, but really when it all comes down to it, you got to check in with yourself. So the way I interpret dreams is, through clairvoyancy, but also I'm an empath, so I'm very sensitive to energies. So I might pick up something. Somebody asked me a question about how to interpret a dream, like what does this mean? What does it mean when somebody's texting you and like the text gets switched and it gets sent to the wrong person or something? I could say, like, I'm not just going to say something. I'm going to, kind of check in with my intuition and ask, hey, check in with myself and ask, okay, well, what could that mean? And then if my instinct says, this means that this person is, something might get back to them, or something about what they're saying to one person might get to another person, kind of like, that game we used to play when we were kids, telephone. You tell one person, they tell another, and then those people tell another, and it gets kind of filtered through something else. That's one example, but I wanted to talk about really quick foundation when it comes to dream interpretation. And when I say foundation, everybody has a different way of interpreting their own dreams. I mean, everybody's symbolism for one person might not, be somebody else's symbols. So you got to check in with yourself. You got to first ask yourself, like, what does this symbol mean for me? Like, what does this mean for me? What meaning have I assigned this, or what meaning have I assigned it in the past, or what am I intuiting here? Like, you kind of have to check in, not just with your mind, but what does your heart say? You have to ask yourself what your heart says about it. I also wanted to let you guys know that not everybody is going to see a dream in pictures. They're not going to see it necessarily in visual images. A person who is blind may not see in images because, well, obviously not, because depending on if they were blind from birth, or if they were, blind from an accident, or however they are, they're going to interpret a dream, or they're going to perceive a dream differently than somebody that can see. Or same thing with a person that's deaf, or a person that's both blind and deaf. They're going to perceive it differently. So just wanted to let you guys know that that's part of what that's part of how, anyways, everybody has a different interpretation. So anyway, having said that, now a foundational symbol for dreams could represent, like a house, for example. It could represent several different aspects of yourself. It could represent your mind. It could represent a literal house, like if you happen to be moving in or out of a house, you might have your house pop up in a dream somewhere. It could also be, like, depending on if you're looking at the house, or if you are inside the house looking at, like in a basement, in an attic, in the kitchen. those have different, those could symbolize different aspects of your mind, different aspects of your body, and you just kind of gotta, like contrast and compare. So when you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, well, I had a dream about, my house being on fire or something like that, and then you find out like later that you have some kind of like skin condition or something like that, that could be part of that. There also could be that maybe your house, not just your house, but your the foundation that you have for your life right now could be, you feel like somebody's on fire, something's in, you feel like your life is going up in smoke or something, and the foundation's being burned down or something like that. So, anyways, wanted to let you know that that is one way you can interpret your dreams. There, that's an example, and I'll give you guys a few different examples in future videos. So, hope everybody has a great night and take care.